Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Today is a little bit of a different video again, outside in a parking lot. I'm really actually enjoying recording these videos, and it's a bit different, right? Because I don't know, I recorded a video basically like talking about how being outside and recording is very different from me. And I remember the first video I did outside, it was like, I was extremely scared. I was nervous as hell. I was like, I could barely speak. I was looking around me like every 2 seconds. But I'm getting a lot more comfortable. And I kind of wanted to talk about, you're not really afraid of the concept of failing. You're more scared of the idea that you're being seen trying. You're trying something different, and it's not common to see someone be bad at something for the first time, right? It's easy to look at someone and be like, oh, they're so good at this. This is what I wanted to try. And then when you try it, you're just so bad at it, right? But I feel like the most common thing is that you don't want to be seen being that person and being that person that's bad at something. But in reality, I feel like when people look at someone that is new at something and they see that, they get even more motivated to try it. Because they get to see what it's like to be new at something, and what it's like to be human, and what it's like to be the average human being at trying something new. There are times where you try something new and you're, decently good at it, but it's because of skills transferring from previous interactions, previous things, and your, luck and all that. I feel like it's so important to realize that it's okay to be new at something, it's okay to be bad. And you see on the internet, when someone does a bad thing, they get shamed like crazy, and it's not, of course there's exceptions where it's really bad, but I feel like most of the time it's something very simple, something that's human, and they get shamed very easily. We're not afraid of failing, we're afraid of failing publicly, something like this where I'm out in a parking lot, anyone can come by, anyone can see me doing this, and that anxiety is telling me like, hey, you're being seen right now. You're being watched, you're being judged, you're doing all these things. And it's just like, my body is automatically being like, oh God, I'm being watched, oh God, all these things. If it was a lot more positive of a mindset that I'm getting used to now, a lot more positive feelings of, hey, this is okay, this is normal to be new at something, it would be a lot more easier and a lot more stress-free, guaranteed. You think about the times that you're at home and you fall and you do something silly, Imagine if you got watched doing that. It's not about the fall itself, it's about being watched and falling. It's about being watched and, being silly, being cringy, all these things. It makes it 10 times, 20 times worse when it's seen publicly. And that's what you're afraid of. And the people that judge, they're the most afraid, They're the people that are not brave enough to be seen doing the same thing, They look at someone like you, and they look at someone like me, and they're like, that's silly, you shouldn't be doing that, that's silly, Like, they judge quickly, and it's just like a 1-second thought. But they forget. Nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. That's the truth of it. People will forget this occurrence that this guy is randomly recording a parking lot, 2 seconds, 2 minutes. And if they do remember, so what? Does it affect me? Does it affect me 20 minutes later, an hour later, a year later, a month, anything like that? No, it doesn't. That's the truth of it. It doesn't matter. So you should try those things. Be seen. Be seen publicly. Do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You can be yourself. Stop letting shame, public image, or whatever, status, whatever, control what you can do in life. You are not limited by those things. You can do whatever you want. That's the truth of it. You got to put your mindset to it, and you got to do it. That the action is the most important thing. Stop telling your friends, hey, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm planning to do. Because once you tell it, it gives that same feeling that, oh, I already did this and whatever. You got to actually do it. It's proven scientifically, if you talk about your things so much and you talk about your plans, it gives the same dopamine effect as if you accomplished it. So let's just talk in actions and not words. It's okay to be seen being in the progress of something, not being something. You don't have to be something, an influencer. You don't have to be a NBA basketball player. You can be seen playing basketball, practicing, all these things. Because it's real. And that's what reality is. It's human. So let's move forward and let's keep going. I wish you the best of luck, and you got this. My anxiety right now, this whole video, to be honest, scares me a lot, but I did it, and that's what matters. So you got this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.